Speaking on the issue of train tragedy in Odisha, the tragedy that claimed 288 lives. The families of the victims are still in a state of shock, but politics over the train crash tragedy peaks.
Well, Mamata Banerjee, remember, has met the victims of the Balasore train accident, this in a hospital in Cuttack. The BJP, in the meanwhile, has come out to train its guns on the Mamata Banerjee government over compensation payment to the victims' families. The BJP has levelled two stunning charges. Leader of opposition in the Bengal Assembly, Suvendu Adhikari, in fact, took to Twitter to claim that the state government was paying compensation from the funds meant for construction of workers' welfare, accusing the Chief Minister essentially of diverting funds to project herself as a philanthropist.
The second charge was levelled by Bengal BJP chief Sukanta Majumdar, who tweeted a video claiming that victims' families have been paid ex gratia in now withdrawn 2,000 currency notes, asking for the source of the money that was given to the victims' families.
उस समय ममता बनर्जी का प्रतिनिधि बनके उनके मंत्री शशि पाजा जाके गांव के गरीब लोगों के पास 2000 रुपये का नोट देके 2 लाख रुपया देके आए। मेरा सवाल है कि गरीब लोग ऐसे ही दिक्कत में है, उनके परिवार ने कुछ खोया है, उस अवस्था में वो बैंक में जाएंगे, उस नोट को चेंज करेंगे। नोट चेंज करने के लिए पैन नंबर चाहिए, वगैरह वगैरह चाहिए। आप पहले से ही परेशान लोगों को और परेशान कर रहे हैं कि ये 2000 रुपये कहाँ से आ रहे हैं। 2000 रुपये तो धीरे धीरे लौटाने का बात था 30 सितंबर के अंदर। तो ममता बनर्जी प्रधानमंत्री जी 2000 रुपया विड्रॉ कर लेने के सिद्धांत के बाद जो उन्होंने प्रतिवाद किया था, जो उन्होंने विरोध किया था, उसका कारण क्या ये है कि ममता बनर्जी के पास, तृणमूल कांग्रेस के पास बहुत सारे 2000 रुपये का नोट है।
So that's a two-pronged attack coming in on part of the BJP, hitting out at the TMC government, especially with regards to the compensation that is being paid to the victims' families of Odisha triple train collision. The BJP and the TMC engaged in a war of words. Remember, the Saffron Party is claiming that the West Bengal government is providing monetary compensation to these families in 2,000 currency notes, which doesn't quite make sense. Let me go across to Adrija joining us on the phone line. All right, before that, we have Shehzad Poonawalla also with us. Shehzad, what do you make of this? While several questions are being asked to the central government and the TMC has been coming out with its own series of attacks, here's the BJP now saying that the manner in which the TMC government is compensating the families is not making sense at all.
No, I think it's the advertisement of the obituary of morality. This kind of PR being done at the cost of people who have lost their lives, it is sickening to say the least. And I would not want to add anything more except that if somebody wants to use this as an opportunity to put their politics above everything else, it just reflects on the mindset of that person. This is the same Mamata Banerjee who was fighting about the death figures and saying 500 people were dead. Unfortunately, she was fighting with the railway minister at the spot. So one can imagine that what kind of insensitivity and immorality prevails there.
Shehzad, the leader of opposition is also alleging that this money, this compensation was meant for construction workers' welfare, which has been diverted now. And the victims of the train tragedy have been given that money by Mamata Banerjee, also calling it black money accumulated by them.
You know, I would only say that the lower we go in seeing the political immorality of this party called the TMC, you will be astounded by the depths that they can go to. And I think this is yet another instance of that.
It's quite interesting because, you know, since the very first day, unfortunately, we had several reactions come in from Mamata Banerjee. She did raise questions with regards to the actual death toll in the case. Shehzad, how would you respond to those pointed allegations? Spoke of the anti-collision system. Kavach said its absence played a big role and perhaps this tragedy could have been averted. The railway board thereafter came out to fact-check all of those who were raising those kind of questions. But it's been a series of questions that have been raised by the TMC so far.
There's no problem with questions in a democracy. Questions need to be asked, but to find avsar in a apda when you should have actually a solidarity with the people to use that opportunity to play politics and petty politics, I think this ad is only one reflection of that mindset. And I believe 3 days ago, Mamata Banerjee even made a very discomforting statement on the entire Godhra incident as well. So I think that just reflects her political mindset. And this is the time she wants to score a political brownie point. And this is why they put such an ad. It's the most immoral ad that I've seen in so many years.
The most immoral act, says Shehzad Poonawalla. But as far as the TMC is concerned, you know, this is being brought up because the TMC has hinted at some sort of a conspiracy Okay, I believe we've lost that line with Shahzad Poonawalla. Let's go across to Adrija if she is with us on the broadcast. Adrija, this seems to have created a controversy. Mamata Banerjee handing out 2,000 rupee notes. She has come under the scanner in the sense that the BJP has slammed her, saying that this money was meant for construction workers' welfare, has been diverted here. And Mr. Majumdar also saying this is the black money accumulated by the party that is being officially handed over now to the victims of the train tragedy.
So one charge is that the state government is paying compensation from the funds meant for construction workers' welfare, that this is black money. Also speaking of how distribution of 2,000 rupee notes is taking place as part of the compensation money. That's the attack coming in on part of the BJP. But remember, as far as parallel developments are concerned around the CBI probe, that too seems to be not going down well with the opposition, which continues to say that there is a technical probe that is needed and not a CBI probe. It's absolutely uncalled for at this point in time. With that